Hey boys and girls, how's it going? A little bit of a recap after our SSRT Phillipsburg Orviston weekend. I did talk a little bit about it. I wanted to do a little bit of a recap. First of all, thank you Kramer Family Mountain Inn for great lodging. We pay for it, we're not sponsored, but great little place and awesome. We stayed in the Kelly Suite, which I think was the name of it, which was really nice. Half of me doesn't want to tell anybody about it because it's a great little secret, but yeah, more business for them is a good thing. They're in Snowshoe and they're right on the SSRT trail, legal roadway, so that you can get right to the trails, not have to worry about it. And they sell SSRT passes there as well as all the kind of paraphernalia. Breakfast is included as well, so you definitely want to check them out. So the weekend started out a little bit of a delay. I was late getting out of Jersey and picking up my ride, and so we brought the press unit from Can-Am, thank you Can-Am, and Schaefer's Power Sports, Motorsports. I gotta look it up, I'm saying the name all wrong, so sorry about that, Jeff. The overview basically started Saturday night, Friday night, and then did some riding, ran into my friend Brandon, and he has a Defender 4-seater limited. Beautiful ride. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to do much of a review. We're going to try to do it next week. It was a little dusty. We had some rain come and go, but not much, not enough to keep all the dust down. The task at hand was to get to the Phillipsburg ride-in, and we had helped promote it, and we were hoping to make it. And all I got to say is, unfortunately, a couple more signs would have made it a lot easier for people to get into town. We were turned around 5 different ways from the We Are In, and we're more worried about not driving on the road, and we couldn't find a single cop anywhere. So by the time we finally got going and into town, we wound up on the wrong side of the parade, meaning like you couldn't get anywhere near it. It was blocked off, so we parked. I put the drone up, we flew around a little bit just to get an overview, see where things were, and then the parade was ending the beginning of the parade was ending, and so he said, well, we're just going to drive back. And we drove back right into the middle of the parade, and it was kind of funny because we had the Dirt Wheelers guy right there and seeing us come through the green light, which was kind of funny. So we kind of crashed the parade for 5 seconds, so sorry guys. We then went back and we had lunch at the We Are In. Burger was good. Thank you. I got to say thank you to the girls there. I don't remember their names, but working behind the bar and serving us, great job. And also you were very helpful at trying to help us find where we were going, Railroad Road and B Road and all this stuff. So just Dirt Wheelers and all them. I know you had an app, but you got to put some signs up when you do an event like that, even if it's a couple orange arrows or ATV signs or something like that. So either way, we got out of there and went back and did a little more riding. We did some riding along the line of SSRT, and I did not know that there was a fireworks show going on at Orviston. And Orviston is this tiny little town, okay? I think there's literally 65 inhabitants. And it's at the end of Bloody Skillet. It's in a valley. It's in the middle of nowhere, okay? And when I drive through it, anytime I got to drive through or go into town, there's nothing there. There's no services. There's no gas station. There's no food. But there's never anybody there. It's a great little town. There's like 60 houses there, but people live there, but nobody's ever there. Let me tell you, Brandon told me about this. They were going to go to the fireworks. I said, okay, we'll go. We went down there via the access road, and let me tell you, there had to be 1,000 or 2,000 people in Orviston. They had food trucks, they had, cheese fries and burgers and Zeppelis and all different kind of food and drink and everything. And we just went to see the fireworks. So we parked over, if you know where the lower lot, the old Bloody Skillet parking area down in town. It's just an abandoned parking lot now, over in the woods. We parked right over there just to watch the fireworks. And then depending on how we were to escape the town after the ride, that was, you can either go up through Bloody Skillet and the Connector Trail, the long way, or everybody was departing the access road. And I think it kind of skirts through Sproul State Forest, so I think that's why they don't want people on it or anything like that. So either way, we made it back out. There was not a long procession, but people with regular cars drove out the regular way, and people with ATVs went out the trails. And everybody had a good time. It was fun. The funniest part really was the fact that these tractors and two-wheelers and three-wheelers and mopeds and all this kind of stuff were riding around town. Like all this around town, everything. It was pretty wild. It was pretty crazy. And everybody had a good time. A couple little fireworks were a little low, the non-professional fireworks. And then they had, real town fireworks. The fire department did this. I was impressed. It was just like any town that you may have shooting off fireworks. Very impressive. And we drove back, and that was a long, dusty road. I mean, the Bloody Skillet Connector Trail is a long, dusty road. Thankfully, we had some dust masks. We handed dust masks out, and we had those for the way home. And came back, and, it's not a busy weekend for SSRT. There was a good amount of people there, but we also had... on the calendar for next week is the chicken dinner, barbecue chicken dinner, and I guess there's going to be a poker run too. I got to look, a dice run, whatever they call it. And I'm going to do my best to try to get out there. It's just another long drive. It's like 3 hours for me to get. It's more than that. It's probably like 4 hours by the time I pick up my ride and get out there. But I'm going to try to do it. Probably will stay in Ellisburg. I don't know how you say it. Elisaburg. It's near Danville. I'll wind up staying there in Danville somewhere because Kramer has a full house, literally. Anyway, that's the overview. The Can-Am did a great job. Again, I was able to take my Link cooler off of my 4-seater Can-Am and put it into the 2-seater, and so I think I only cracked a little piece of plastic on my Link cooler, but it was good. And I had a couple dry bags, fire extinguisher, tripod, and I do have a back flappy plastic window I have to test for somebody, which I'll do once I clean her up back at storage. And that's it, really. Just a lot of driving, but a lot of fun. It's always nice to meet people. They come up to you and they say, "Oh, hey, we had a great time. I started riding SSRT because I saw your videos," and that's what we like. We like to hear that people found our videos and found a place to ride and now can enjoy it with their family. We ran into, I can't remember people's names, but Katie was his daughter, and took a picture. Hopefully you post it up on Team Beaten Trail if you see this. Yeah, just a great time. She got her little pink dust masks. Just overall a great time. So thank you to Brandon and family. And hopefully be able to get out there again. Future rides, obviously the chicken dinner, 18th, and I think on the 26th, Adrian and I are going up to Trailside Ranch. I think Gary and Keith will be at Gary and Keith's house. And he's actually got a Honda Talon, so everybody's busting his chops about, brand loyalty, but hey, whatever works for you, right? I miss the paddle shifters on the Honda Talon, I really do. Just wish they had one with 200 horsepower, not 105. So that's the schedule, and then we have we're hopefully going to work with Mother Clutcher and do some testing on a Polaris 900 clutch system kit. And then possibly the 4-seater RS Can-Am will get a clutch as well. I don't think I need it. We'll just do a testing and see how it is. And that's pretty much it. So March. Listen to me, God, Maine. It's been a long weekend. I'm gonna go up to Maine with Carl and team, and I'm hoping that we can have a decent ride. I think it's going to be a couple 100 miles up there. We're going to try to bring the Can-Am. I got to see what else I can do about storage. With the lower doors, I kind of strap everything in. I don't want something blowing out or flying out. Yeah, that's it. Just Can-Am doing well. We did a little bit of testing on Trail Active and Trail mode with the Smart Shocks, and so we're learning more about that. We're going to do a little bit of video. So if you're watching, stay tuned for the summer of Can-Am. And again, thank you, Can-Am and Schaefer's Power Sports. We'll see you on the trail soon. Thanks again.